from the Litchfield Hills to Long Island Sound. You are watching Live with Lumi and Michelle. And now your host, MicheleMarieDalene.
Hi guys, hello meet everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene. We got some good things done yesterday. Unfortunately, did not do a video on them. We got the Dell Latitude keyboard installed. We got Linux installed on that. We looked at the compact laptop. We got Linux installed on that one. This morning, which I'm a little late, I was putting the prototype walker shelf together. Which I will show you in a minute. Let me get that screen up so I can show you. It's pretty rough, but I didn't expect it was going to be meant or fantastic like a manufactured shelf, since I didn't have the nice fancy material. But I will show you the walker as it is. Right now, this is the walker here. I still have to put the other brackets on the other side here. You can see the shelf down here on the bottom. And right now it can go on the top as well. The problem I had was, because I didn't have a mantle, machining the metal here, the way I wanted it was more or less beating the living hell out of it with a hammer. It works pretty well for what it is. This here is the front, and it can go on the top and bottom shelf. So I can put it up here. Or go down here. I just gotta put the two brackets on the other side. But radiusing corners is hard to do. And when you're done and you don't want to put the shelf away, just and then it could just close the walker. And that's how it goes. So it makes it very light and easy to work with. And really a simple solution to a simple problem. The only thing I do admit I had to, it's not perfect, it's got problems. First of all, I didn't measure out the shelf exactly, so I thought the shelf was 24 inches, and it was a little smaller than that, but that's fine. So when I originally said, put it in the brackets in 1 inch to 1 inch spacing, that worked out fine for the one side. Unfortunately, the other side is a little long at 2.5 inches. So I will have to either just bring the bracket out a little bit, because you remember you have to be able to make it a little further out to close the shelf. You can see my hair is right done. So that's the shelf. The shelf is done. Just gotta put 2 more angle brackets on the other side, and also the computer set too. So we have the 2 we got 2 Linux laptops, of course, my MacBook, plus we have Ed's Chromebook, his 2 Chromebooks, and then of course we have the big computers here too. That's going to be another project. Is I have a big computer that has failed. It's a pretty nice machine, but I'm wondering if the power supply has gone bad. And if that's the case, just buy a new power supply and slap it in and see if this simple older ATX motherboard is going to work. The problem is it's buried in the storage bin, so I have to get at it. Also, somebody suggested me that we should try the other headphones, the pink ones with the SEP. The pink headphones would work. I need to make an adapter cable, which is not a problem. Might be good to have it around the shop anyway. Let me get the Google Meets up here before I forget. as I just kind of rushed in here. So get this thing up, get the sound up, get everything configured and adjusted accordingly, and be all set to go. Now, a lot of people liked me and Little Me's discussion from the ABC Pizza yesterday, which was pretty fun. And as he said, why didn't you invite me? I said, well, me and Lumi wanted to have lunch right after the hair salon, and you are already still asleep. So we let you sleep in. And also, Stan and Ed are going to go hang out on Super Bowl one of the games. So Ed will be having fun. Boys night out. Doing, what men do out in public. I don't. Probably watching game and talking about cars and stuff like that and how fast them trucks can go. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I see a lot of people are not actually chatting. Is the chat working? Yeah, it's on. Oh. Kind of weird. Talk to me! Okay, let me put the panel link up first. Okay. Link to our panel. So anyway, the thing worked out pretty well. The project, the keyboard replacement was fairly simple, but the old keyboard was kind of stubborn. I think the old keyboard had registration marks that were supposed to help you to line it up. But since it was broken anyway, I just used my ogre strength and just ripped the hell out of the old keyboard after I unplugged the keyboard assembly and put the new keyboard in. So, I'm doing fine, Andrew. How are you? You gotta come on the panel. Link is right in front of you. So let's see if we can get Andrew on here. So right now, forget to share a link to Krista. Krista doesn't mind being on the show, but she doesn't always know the link of the panel. So I like to try to help her.
Moving this thing as we get closer to the 0 mark.
Now the reason, by the way, for those of you who wonder why I left the
just touching this right now. We can bring this down slow enough.
Great guy.
Make it measure all the way down. Probably not.
Yeah. Let's get this. All right. So get this link out to Krista so she can join us on the show and have a good time as well. A lot of new technology. People may have thought it was kind of funny about my walker design, but I'm going to tell you something, guys. My walker design shelf, if anything, borders on, well, genius in some ways, because what you're doing is you're taking a simple idea of a shelf and you're making it so that people can use it in ways that it enhances their life. Remember, if you're using a walker, you're using both hands to support your frame, and that means there's no bag spot, there's no nothing. So by having the walker as we do set up, you can do more things with it. Left for Limmy's birthday last night, a party with us. I understood that. Michelle was working on the other computer getting Linux installed. Right. So Michelle didn't have time. Right. And by the time Michelle was done, it was like 11 o'clock at night. She was like, okay, I'm beat. But she got the thing done. She got the Linux installed on the Dell. It's all nice and set to go. And let's see. and hoping that McHenry Cruz will join us today. Okay, so who wants to come on the panel? Andrew Scott wants to come on. Let's get him on here. Good morning.
And
Oh, how's it going, Andrew?
not too bad, thanks. Not too bad.
Yeah. So,
Just,
what did you think of my little walker shelf demo thing that
Okay.
we built? We finally put the brackets on it. So it
Right.
cost Michelle like $5.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. At least it wasn't a
The
fortune.
only thing I didn't buy yet was the polyurethane sealer and the paint. Gotta get that probably in a little while, maybe in about a few days to put the shelf on. So now, at least now you can put things on top of it. Like you can put your little TV dinner, you can put your computer, you can, if you want to put it on the top level.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. Okay.
And
okay.
on the bottom level, if you want to put your bags of groceries, you just move the shelf to the lower section.
Right, right.
And like I said, it's a simple idea that I'm surprised the company never thought of it. Well, don't forget the walkers
They
use for
probably
different
have done,
people.
Michelle, but it depends the demand for it, you know?
Right. It
might have
depends
been done
on
a
it
different
depends
way
on
or
the person's
something.
needs and what they can do with
Right.
their mobility.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
So for Michelle, it's more of a assistance, so she can make sure that the supporter she slips, So it's a little bit less of a high priority for her to support her entire weight of her body. So it makes it a little bit easier.
Of course.
And so just wrap it in saran wrap. She missed out on money, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Besides, Michelle's birthday's on Sunday, and you're not going to be here for that either.
Oh, so Michelle's birthday's... Oh, yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
That's why we did the lunch at ABC Pizza video, because we wanted to at least be able to get a few things in that we couldn't get through on the morning show. So it was still fun. It was a fun lunch. There was a 16-inch grinder. It was huge.
Wow.
Spread eagle like that. It looked bigger.
Right. No.
It looked like you could easily feed a family of 4 with that grinder.
Yeah, Red is saying that you need to be live on Sunday, which is probably a good thing. I think that's what you should do, because especially if it's Michelle's birthday, I should say,
Yeah. So anyway,
they can be fun. They can make a lot of money as well if you play your cards right.
Yeah, I can make a lot of money, but because of the nature, the problem is it's a night stream. It would have been on Twitch. Yeah, it would have been on Twitch. So,
but can you not do maybe an afternoon one?
I might be playing a World of Warcraft stream later.
Okay.
But right now, the thing to do is I gotta work on the second bracket, 2 brackets for the other side of the walker.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest when I say it, it looks like I'm gonna have to bring in the brackets on the other side because of the way the walker's designed. I have to bring them in maybe about a whole freaking 2 inches. I'm like, really? Either that, or we're gonna have to relocate the other 2 walker brackets and bring them further. And I'm like, yeah, I probably could do that. I don't know. The thing is that the whole point of the walker in hours works fine. I probably could just take the standard stock brackets and not bend them at all and just basically hook them over, and that would be fine too.
Okay.
Because as long as the one problem is they have sharp, pointy edges on them. Yeah. So you can always just bend them over with pliers. Yeah.
Okay.
The problem is that metal is hard to bend. I mean, if I had...
Well, that's how I feel right now, Michelle. I feel like somebody's put me over with pliers for the last few days, so I'm still on one side. So I'm having to, lay literally on my left side and just, I've got, Skyrim on the PS5 just now. and I've got you on the laptop at the moment.
Are you
So, and
feeling
I
any
can't move
better
to the right.
now, or are you still?
I think it's more the stitches that are causing me more discomfort than anything else.
Okay. Yeah, the stitches. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is more than anything. The pain is not so much painful; it's more itchy. So people keep telling me, "Oh, that's it healing, and stuff like that." So
Well, that's true.
hopefully that is true. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine, but
That's right.
it's.
Today is Saturday. We have a nice show tonight. Yes, we do.
hmm Hey, Gothic,
On
and
Twitch, like
Leo,
usual.
nice to see you, and Red.
Yeah, he had surgery for a cyst on his back. I don't know all the
Yeah,
details.
what it was literally, Michelle. I had this thing for like nearly a year and a half, well, just over a year and a half, but it was growing and growing and growing. And even at my work, I was like, I started to feel it. And there was one time when I was leaving, this was recently, I put on my jacket to leave, and I could feel it through the jacket. So I thought, okay, enough's enough. I've got to phone the doctor and just say, look, I need something done about this right now. So they got me there, they looked at it, and said, okay, this thing needs to come out. So it was done on Tuesday, and I was kept under local anaesthetic because they need to judge your reaction in case anything goes wrong, especially how close it was to the spine.
Right.
He said to me things like, "Oh, you can jiggle about if you want." And I thought, "What does he mean by jiggle about?" So he just says, "Move about," So I was doing that, and it was quite funny. No, I say funny, but it was still about worrying. But he was fantastic. He was a really good doctor, and he managed to, I hope, get it all, out. So
And the nice
fingers
thing about
crossed.
you, where you live, is the National Health Service takes
I
care of
did,
all that billing.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So, of course, if I went to the United States, I would have been like, well, you're still going to have to pay $200 to sit in a waiting room. What?
yeah, but I could have done that, but it would have cost probably thousands. And I thought, well, if it's not serious, when they told me previously as well that honestly, don't worry about it. But it's in the back of your head, I don't want something like that that's growing away and just hitting my spine and stuff like that. So I was getting a little bit panicky. So I thought, right, something needs to be done now. So
yeah.
I sort of had a little bit
Well,
of
I
a
would say your reason. I would say your
confrontational
reason is
discussion with the
justified
doctor.
being concerned.
Right, yeah. I did Gothic, and it went well. I'm all stitched up. I feel like I'm a mummy or something.
So, how much are you actually able to do right now?
Not very much, Michelle. I mean, literally, when I have to, I don't know, do certain tasks, I can't actually bend down. I've actually got to stoop down, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I had the same problem with
So I
my
actually
knee
kneel down.
injury. I
So it's
couldn't
weird
I
as
couldn't
hell.
bend down at all
It's strange.
because I was afraid my knee was gonna buckle and I was gonna kiss the floor. Of course, now I can because my tendons, leg got stronger now. I can actually stand pretty well. The
Okay.
walker is more of an insurance policy for when I'm getting tired from walking long distances. That's the only reason I still keep it, is because if I'm walking long distances, my hips.
Oh, Michelle, I don't want to walk her. I don't want to walk her. I think people would just they would taunt me in the street saying, "Ha ha, you've got a walker." Nah, I'm joking, but I think they probably would, because a lot of people have. I didn't mention this to hardly anyone at all, and because I'd known it had been going on for almost 2 years, as I say, and it was beginning to affect my everyday life, and even when I was walking, I was finding myself getting affected by it. I couldn't actually do certain things that I would normally be doing without any problem at all. So I thought, okay, no, I need to get this sorted out now. I can't leave this any longer. And this was almost 2 years, as I say. So we had a little bit of a discussion, me and my doctor, and he was like, okay, you could live with this for another few years. And I was thinking, well, I don't want to live like this at all. If in that way. I don't mean it in a negative sort of weird suicidal way, but I just wanted to get the thing out of me because it was making me very uncomfortable. It was making my life impossible. And of course, my brain was working in overdrive. By I think January, December time, it was just getting too much. And
Yeah.
I'm convincing myself that it was everything under the sun. It's cancer and all this stuff, you know. And I was sending myself into complete overdrive over it, and it was nothing like that. It wasn't. It was literally just a sebaceous cyst, you know. But it was pressed against the spine. That was the problem, and that's why they had to. When you actually seen it, because of the COVID stuff, we're all not allowed to really see so many people face to face. So you had to send pictures to them, like literally via your mobile phone to their surgery. And there's
Right.
only so much you can see via a picture, unless you can actually see it one-on-one. And that's when I thought, enough's enough. Please just get rid of it.
Well, you
So
know,
it
the
was
thing
done.
with me
So it
was
done.
like, I just think you probably found out too, is when you have an injury or something like that, you have
Mhm.
you tend to start changing your life. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
it also doesn't make you feel any better about yourself either when you
it
say,
doesn't.
gee, I can't
No.
bend down anymore and get stuff from underneath the bookshelf. I can't bend down for the low level books I want to read. I can't.
Right.
If I drop a pen, I'm likely to probably stay on the floor indefinitely. So, you know, you change your life and you start in my case, you start bending down less and moving around less. And then you start getting a big spare tire on you, and then you're like, you know, you start to feel bad about yourself. You know, like, oh, this
Yeah,
sucks.
I
You
don't think
know,
it's. I mean, Michelle, I think it's something that's. I mean, I know it'll be fine eventually. Like, give it 2-3 weeks, maybe at least.
yeah.
I'll be fine again. I'll be back to normal. But it was just I'd left it for so long, you know, and I should have said something a long time ago, like a really long time ago, when I first felt it. To be
Well,
honest.
that's when it's something that happened to me. You know, with the 2 years with the pandemic.
Hmm.
Took those 2 years to recuperate at the same time because I won't say social distance anyway. So I didn't really do anything.
Okay.
But now that, you know, the situation is improving for me and the pandemic. It's like, I'm like a greyhound
Yeah, I think.
dog. I want to run. I want to race. I want to do things. I want to get back to doing the things
Right.
I love. I'm
Yeah,
sick and
just
tired
be
of
normal to everything.
being on
Absolutely.
low
Yeah.
energy mode. I want to basically get projects started.
Right.
I mean, sure, some of them might be still a bit of a challenge, like rewiring Ethernet cables here, but that's something that I want to do. You know,
I like how I get the poop emoji. Thanks, Tiger. I'm joking.
and
Yeah, I think I think a lot of people's minds, they've just been shifting to another sort of dimension type of thing. You know, it'll come back. It'll come good. It always does. You know, we just got to have. Hopefully, everyone has to have faith in human nature and stuff like that, and things will come back to normal. If that, whatever that is, you know. But hopefully, something we've been used to in the last sort of 40 years, anyway.
hi Craig, how you doing?
Hey, Craig. Yeah, I was speaking to Craig last night actually on Rosie's.
Well, I'm glad to say at least Craig, I worked on my walker design a bit this morning, and I got the shelf attached, and it operates as intended. I was just gonna put two angle iron brackets on the other side to keep the shelf secure when it's in place. It does stay, and it hangs on the side like I want it to, and it makes it really easy to do things. So people said to me, "Why don't you put like a AGM battery on there, and so you can power 12-volt accessories?" Well, first of all, I would never bother putting a lead acid battery on the walker because, first of all, it's too damn heavy. I think a portable power bank would be something more likely something I would use if I wanted to be able to keep my cell phones charged while I was walking, but that usually can sit in my purse. It's not something I have to put on the walker. Yeah,
Michelle,
there'll be a party
what kind of
tonight, sort of, on
sorry,
Discord, on
sorry,
Twitch like usual. Twitch like usual, not YouTube.
sorry to interrupt, Michelle. What kind of cell phone do you have? What make is your phone?
My iPhone, my cell phone is an iPhone 8.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna get an iPhone 7, but that was a little bit older, so I went and got the iPhone 8 because I got a good deal on it, secondhand. It has the standard gold color. I bought a rose gold Mophie juice pack box case for it, so which is a good thing about the back because the built-in battery in the phone is kind of old. Of course, there's no warranty on the battery, so
Okay. Okay.
so this pretty much keeps the phone topped off. And then of course, I added this gripper on the back, which is the same stuff you find in pool decks, so the phone doesn't slip out of my hand. And I put the same stuff in my bathtub, so
Oh, right. Right. Okay. I see what you're saying.
yeah, so I figured I had enough extra material. I'd put it on in there, and then I can hold the phone. It's already saved my phone from getting smashed screen already more than once. Tell you that.
Well, here's a question, Michelle. Do you prefer iPhones or Androids in
Oh,
general?
I got both. The Android phone is nicer in the sense that the one I have has a replaceable battery. I'm very insistent of having a phone with a replaceable battery when I can, because batteries do go bad.
Yeah, they
Unfortunately,
do.
lately manufacturers, as you know, for the last 5 years, 6 years, have really pushed the sealed inside the case batteries, which really made it hard for me to find a phone I liked. So I bought myself. I originally had an Aristo phone from Metro PCS, and I wanted to use my existing case, so I bought the Aristo 2 from LG, which fits the same case and the same everything. So I didn't have to worry about upgrading my accessories. They're all the same.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That makes nice, But unfortunately, with the iPhone 8, I don't have the little headphone adapter dingus that hangs off the bottom of the phone. But even if I did, the Mophie Juice Pack has a micro USB charging data port and not the lightning connector on the phone side of it. So it has a lightning connector, but on the bottom of the case, it's just got a standard micro USB. So, at least you can see it's close to the European EU acceptance because of that reason. But now they're pushing USB-C in Europe, which this phone
Well,
doesn't
as long
have.
as it works, Michelle, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
That's all I always say about devices. I'm not very technical minded, so when anything like that comes up, say, for example, my laptop or whatever's on the blink, I always ask somebody else, or it's Google, it's Planet Google, because I'm not really clued up and things like that. But then again, when you actually look at the solution, usually the solutions are pretty simple, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
Like,
I'm wondering if
what
they
the
make.
hell?
I wonder if they make a micro
Yeah.
USB to Lightning connector, micro USB male to Lightning connector female. Then maybe I could plug in some, accessories. I don't know, like which one, like the headset adapter, maybe. But that means plugging another plug in my phone. Also, last night everybody was talking to me about headphones, and I mentioned that my pink headphones have a headphone cable too, but the standard 3.5 millimeter. But my mixer board is a 6.35 millimeter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of the ends off the extension lead and put a 6.35 millimeter plug on that. so that I can plug right into my mixer without having to go through those little crazy adapter thingies they make. So I think that's an idea. Now, Craig Senior, just being yourself. Yep. Should I bring that party pizza and tonics, Manhattan beer, and everything? Oh, really? How you doing,
Michelle, I
Gianni,
actually was
Andrew?
sorry to interrupt. I was actually up quite late last night, just simply because obviously with the sleep pattern and the way I've been having to lie down and stuff like that. I was watching Rosie last night, and I caught Craig on there, and he was quite glad to see me, so it was nice to catch up with him, you know.
Yeah.
I'm actually okay, Tiger. Tiger, to be honest, it's more discomfort than pain. It's just the fact that, as I said yesterday, I think the fact that it's probably because of the stitching. I think once the stitching comes out, I'll probably feel more release, but I've got to wait until 7 days to get them out. So I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just fed up of lying in the same position and stuff like that, you know. But I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. It's appreciated.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing better.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just being a man flu type person. That's all I'm doing.
Today's gonna be a nice day here in New England. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna be like 11, 12 degrees Celsius today.
Very itchy, very itchy. You know, Tiger
It's-
mentioned the itching, and that's
it's-
exactly what's happening. And it's like, it is driving around the twist, to be honest. It's not actually too cold here, Michelle. We had a very cold day yesterday. It was a lot of snow, and then the next day, like now, it's like mild as heck. It's like 6 degrees, you know.
Well, right now, looking at the forecast for the immediate time being, expected high today will be 11 degrees. It already is 11 degrees outside, so
Wow, that's pretty
there
nice,
might be some
especially for this
slight
time of year.
rain this morning, but nothing really showstopper. Sunday is still going to be a little cold. The good news is I don't see any snow in the forecast, which is nice.
Usually the snow really hits. This is going to sound strange because everyone thinks of December, January, and February always being the winter months, but March and April can be sometimes 10 times colder than January, you know, especially here anyway. It's a very strange sort of, I don't
Well,
know.
for us, it's primarily is December, January is the two coldest months, and then after that, it swamps up. So, lately it's been December's
Nothing
been
serious,
mild,
Craig, nothing serious.
you know. But
Oh wow, 4 hearts today, sorry. Jeez. Okay.
how do you
Let's
feel?
ask. Sorry, Michelle, on you.
Okay, so Red wanted to know. He wasn't married to me in 200 years ago. And he certainly wasn't married to Michelle 200 years ago. Michelle and Andrew knew each other from prior to World War II. Yeah. And even Blazing Leo confirmed that. So Michelle
Okay.
and Michelle and Andrew already knew each other from a prior life. From Michelle was here in France. Andrew and Michelle were always business partners.
I'm joking. How much money did we make?
We were just starting out in business. I don't think we were doing too
right,
bad
okay.
prior to the war. I think we were selling like, oh God, what was it? Not very much. I think you guys had like a general like tourist trap store where you could buy things like postcards and things like that. Yeah, pretty simple thing, but we were doing pretty good. And you actually engaged me, and then we were supposed to get married. I was still pretty young. You were still pretty young too. You were like maybe about 2 years my senior. I was like 23. I was like 20, 21. And then Franz Mahler of the German army decided to enjoy the spoils of war, and occupation of terrorists, and raped me and killed me, which is the reason why I tend to be very cautious about men, which makes sense to this day. I'm always afraid being alone with men because I'm afraid I don't know
Right.
what they're thinking.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but
We're supposed to get
as long as the
married.
money was good, that's I don't know what else to say about that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I suppose anything could have happened to anyone in a past life or a future life, so.
It seems funny though that we have a soul group. We tend to come back with the soul group. They're kind of like your friends. You guys come back together over and over again, many lives. It's interesting to think about. Almost like you guys, almost like
Tiger, I know. I'm trying to play the cool cat here, okay?
Craig says, Andrew, I was just curious. I have back problems as well.
Not for the
What
first
did
thing.
they do was it arthroscopic, or did they have to open you up and hope it works?
Sorry.
That's what he's asking about your back.
I suppose they did. But they just no, they just opened up my back. Yeah, they literally put a scalpel down the back and just took out what was there. So, but I'm fine, dude. So I shouldn't complain what we were talking about earlier on about your heart problems, and that's a whole different kettle of fish altogether. So,
Yeah.
I shouldn't complain at all. Even though I will complain. Oh, I can't move.
Well, all I know is that from what Leo said is that Andrew was devastated to find out that I was no longer among the living after what Franz Mahler had done. I'm not surprised. Apparently, there was a brewing romance marriage. It was already proposed, and so
okay,
kind of would be
guys,
the pits to think about it. You here you found the most significant person in your life you want to share your life with, and some total stranger, some dickhead decides to end your whole relationship with your loved one before you even get a chance, to do anything. Just kind of sucks. I think about it.
Of course it does. It would
how young are you turning tomorrow? I'll be 54 years old.
Still a young chicken.
54 years old. I can't believe it. And in 2 years, I'll be able to join the senior center. Actually, a year after. So next year.
Craig is saying he's still ticking at 73. Don't worry, I'll be around for a good. Glad to hear it, and I'm sure you will. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's 73. Craig is 73, and yet he still goes out there and he's doing the job a 40-year-old.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, that shows dedication to what he believes in, his passion.
100%. Yeah. Oh, Tiger, stop it. Leo, why was Michelle mean to you? What happened?
I think the tears were more like when Andrew found that I was dead. No. I don't think he was very happy about that.
What? I don't know about that, Michelle. I'm sorry. I'm still in pain, so don't even laugh because I don't want to break my stitches.
Who's always yelling at you, Leo? Your daughter? His name was Franz Mahler.
Red. No, she doesn't. Oh, you were too loud. Leo's never too loud. I can't mind Leo. Leo's quite down the middle when it comes to... Okay, maybe now and again, if people piss her off.
Well, the panel's open, guys. I can see the pin link above. Obviously, you hear Andrew on it, so if you want to come on.
That's funny.
Says I'm too loud. Well, that's why we had to put on the automatic gain control. Keep the volume level from getting too ridiculous.
Yeah, but you know what it's like, Michelle? People's settings are sometimes different from everybody else's, so it can sometimes take a little minute to settle things down, even more than just a minute, you know what I mean? it can take maybe 5-10 minutes. I know it's frustrating, but
Well, I know the
this is why
technology. I know that all the different phones and audio ideal levels and stuff like that, it makes it harder. That's one of the reasons why I would personally prefer a phone or any kind of recording device that lets me set the level myself, because sometimes it's not close to SMPTE spec, and then you get into this really loud voices that just peg the meters.
yeah, but I don't
Leo
think
wants
they
to come on
intend
now.
it
Let's
to
get her
be.
on here.
Oh, I hear my voice. I'm
Good morning. How you doing?
Profit.
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you feeling, Andrew?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Apart from just having to be bored and lying on one side all the
You can
time.
turn up your volume a little bit, Leo.
I'm fine. I'm fine. And you're not loud at all.
I don't have. Now I'm too quiet.
No, you're very loud. No, I'm joking. You're fine to me, to my ears anyway.
Yeah. And not a Mac level controller here isn't complaining either, so. Hi, Ryan. How you doing?
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, how you doing? So, how's your weekend gone so far, Leo?
Productive, I guess. I'm laying in bed right now, contemplating whether to get up.
I was gonna say you didn't sound very productive as soon as you said that.
Well, yesterday I cleaned, because me and my daughter had COVID, so
yeah.
I'm sterilizing and wiping everything down.
Of course.
She's at her dad's, so I wanted to get everything clean before she comes home.
How's she doing, Leo?
She's fine. She's
That's
fine.
good. Yeah.
It was like a mild flu for her, and even less for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. As long as you both are okay, you know. That's what we've been saying. This Omicron thing is basically just I mean, flu's bad enough, and flu is bad. Like proper flu is bad, but a mild flu, okay.
I'm swearing a
better
lot
than-
today. I don't think so. I haven't sworn much at all.
Oh yeah, you were swearing a bit yesterday, Michelle. I
Oh,
She
yesterday
was
was a bit of a blue streak. Yeah, I know. But that was yesterday.
I didn't say goodbye. That's what I just left the chat. I thought, oh my god, something's going on. I think you were looking up the headset and things like that, and I thought, okay, fine. Did you find a pair that you like?
I have a pair of. Yeah, I did find some headsets. Including the ones that Brian K mentioned, but I need to see if I can find some nice 16 ohms. I found some 16 ohm ones over the years for about $50. Studio monitor headset.
Okay.
It's still got the good frequency response I want, as I said, over the years. And
is that a good price, though, Michelle? Would you say? I don't know, because
it's
not
on
something I
eBay.
would do.
It's one of the sellers on eBay that's selling them.
Well, remember to always check the seller's reputation and stuff like that. I'm sure you know that anyway from Ed and things like that. You know.
Oh, nice. Ryan's got a headset now. Just remember to mute your YouTube, Ryan, if you come up on panel.
Yeah, just make sure to plug the plugs into your laptop and just pause the YouTube channel when you're on a panel. That's the only thing you got to do. So why don't we try it out right now if you want? If you feel like jumping on the panel, Brian, the link is right over here.
So Michelle, did you get those? Did you order those headset? That headset even?
You mean the one Brian K showed me?
Yeah.
No,
Leo was
I
just
didn't
talking.
yet.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I won't. It doesn't mean I will either. But either way, even if I bought the headset, I'm definitely going to be cutting off that stupid little 3.5mm plug on the end. But then when I said it's 32 ohm impedance, I was like, actually it's 43 ohm impedance. I went, no, that's gonna be too. That's gonna be too soft.
Right.
16.
I'm hearing my voice, Michelle. Please, somebody stop. I don't want to hear myself.
Please tell me to stop. I don't hear myself.
No, I'm hearing myself. I don't like it.
Okay, well, Ryan's gonna try his headset on. Let's see how it works for him this day. Good morning. Red's one who wants to come on too.
Hey, Red.
Okay. So you gotta unmute your microphone, Ryan. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good. I can hear you too. Welcome
Can you
to
hear
this
me?
channel.
We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can't hear you.
Oh, what a miracle! Oh boy!
Yeah.
Welcome to the panel, Ryan.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
So Andrew is from the UK.
Thank you.
He has
Right.
been on the show a few times
Nice to
in the
meet
past.
you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, same.
Looks like a nice blunt there. Mmm.
Well, it's a warm day today.
I got mine all here. Thank
War, Michelle? Are you serious? I'm dreading the gas bill, let's put it that way, after these last 3 months.
How often do you get a bill?
Every
Andrew?
3 months, every 3 months.
Oh wow, every
You can-
3 months.
Yeah, you can get it every monthly, but I just decide to, get it every 3,
Oh, okay.
And it's usually a lot, but I like not, the reason why I did it that way was because I thought, okay, I'm gonna make it less and less. You like to think you're gonna do it, but it never works out the same, It always ends up the same, I should say, So, but I think if you do it monthly, I think if you have something on you permanently, if that makes sense, you're using more, if that makes sense. Even though you don't really need it,
Yeah.
There might be one day of cold, and then you think, oh, I'm gonna have the heating on for the next 60 days, and you really don't, because it's not been that bad. This winter has not been that cold. It's not been as bad as previous ones, but it's just now it's starting to get cold, which is strange, if that makes sense.
It's been cold here.
Yeah.
Nice here.
In Chicago.
Yeah, it is going for New England right now. Yes.
Nice out. Oh.
Yeah, it's quite mild. I mean, 6 degrees is warm for here, right now. It's very unusually warm.
Yes,
That
it
won't
is.
last. That won't last at all. It'll be down to like -10 again. I guarantee you by the end of the month.
Yeah, I think I saw it. I logged in and checked some of my Discord. I didn't get through everybody's messages, but I did go on Discord. I think it's still I'm on it. Oh, let me look. No, actually, I'm not on right now, but I'll have to go back and look at it some more, because I did respond to one of the messages, too, when someone said that Michelle should put a lead-acid battery in her walker to provide power, and that I pointed out that that doesn't have high enough energy density per weight to make it by a justifiable means.
Right.
Well, buon compleanno.
So, Leo, what are the plans for this
Grazie.
weekend?
I have no plans. Andrew, I'm a loser.
Don't be silly. You're not. If you're a loser, then my God, I'm quitting now. That's it. I'm gone.
I'm a big loser.
Whatever.
So anyway, like today
Michelle, she's feeling so sorry for herself right now. She's a smack bum.
Today, me and Lemmy worked on a couple different projects. One, we put the new keyboard on the new computer yesterday. Sorry, I did not do a video of the actual keyboard installation process. I was thinking about it, but I decided not to. But
Right.
the also that works fine now. So that computer's got a keyboard. The computer's running Linux. And it only comes with 2 gigabytes of RAM on it, but it can go up to 16. So I'll put the 16 gigabytes of RAM in that Dell Latitude. So because it runs pretty quick under Linux as it is. So then the compact, we got that working with Linux. The keyboard was fine on that one, just a little grubby. The networking, wireless networking, is working on both. Then this morning I worked on the shelf on the walker a bit.
Yeah.
And I talked about that already in the stream this morning. It does pretty much like I wanted it to do. But since I didn't have an anvil and a mandrel, I was really kind of hard to bang the angle on brackets in the shape I wanted. I had to use a pair of pliers and basically... working on a kitchen table, and I don't want to make a racket trying to slam hammers on metal, so I just use brute force with pliers to shape the hooks, and I made them work. So,
Okay.
and also people did wonder about what about the regular pink headphones that you bought for your phone, since that has an adapter plugged into your mixer. What if you just made an adapter cable to go from 3.5 millimeter to the 6.35 millimeter? And that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon, so I'll solder that wire up. And after we finish the shelf. You want to show them the shelf again?
Boy.
You want to show them the shelf again? Yeah, I'll show you the shelf. I'll show you the shelf in the walker as it is now. You can see it hanging on the side here. Get it over here. Yeah.
So how are you doing, Ryan? Have you had a good weekend so far?
What's that?
No, I was talking to Ryan.
Oh, good weekend. Yeah, I would say it's pretty good. So let me show you this walker setup here, so we can see how this works together. So right now, you can see it's in
I'm fine,
storage
thank you.
mode now. In other words,
Thank you
it
very
hangs
much.
on the side here, so you can pour it up, and you can still fold your walker up. So push this button in, and it's folded up, ready to go for your next journey.
That's a speed walker, Michelle. Come on.
And then when you're ready to use the shelf, you can just do it this ways. This is the easiest way. This is the top
Hopefully she's
shelf.
got the helmet on,
Clips
because-
on. There you go. Now you got a laptop shelf for your computer or for a TV there or whatever. You want to use the bottom shelf. Just slip this out here. Pull it down here. Locks in place. Now I got a place for your grocery bags. And the only thing I gotta do is put a bracket on this side here so that you'll be able to hold it in place.
Leo, I see you're back. Were you working on your walker as well?
Yep. So that's that.
Yeah, I was pimping out my walking.
That's
Obviously.
that's it. That's how you do it. And it saves a lot of time because now you can carry things.
Yeah, of course.
Depending on how you're using your walker, you might need to have both hands and handles, so you're not going to have room to carry a side bag or something. So that's the reason I did that.
Okay.
And it's pretty ingenious and simple, and it's not that hard to do. I mean, you probably could make a lot of money if you want to mass produce a shelf like that.
Andrew, what do you think of her invention? What are your honest thoughts?
Well, it's not really an invention, it's just an innovation.
Oh, Leo, don't put me in these I think it's good. Of course, I think it's good. It's not something I would be thinking of at the moment.
That's what you better say, Andrew. It's a genius idea.
Yeah.
Okay, Leo, I'll be quiet. I love it. I think it's fantastic.
Well, soon we're gonna be testing it out, and I didn't buy a Rascal Scooter, unfortunately enough. I didn't have the money for that. If I was to buy a scooter seriously, I might buy the 2-wheel type that can fold down. If I was to get the one
So
with
when
the
you
seat on
mention
it.
wheels, I just get this image of you on that walker with you going down a steep slope and you can't stop. And that's what worries me.
Well, that was the next thing I was gonna do was put on. I was gonna put calipers and disc brakes on the legs so that you would be able to,
Okay.
bicycle brakes. That would probably be a good
that would
idea
work
anyway.
also, yeah.
You know. And then if you want to, you can even put swivel wheels on the front so that you can make those tighter turn radius turns. Or you can put, if you want to really have
You're
fun,
talking Formula One there.
put swivel legs in all 4 legs, and then you'll really be able to make some really hairpin turns.
You're gonna get some racing stripes put on the side of it.
Actually, you might need to. Yeah. Especially if you'd go out at night and to get some milk for Ed or something, or some bread or something to eat,
Well, it's
like,
not
Michelle,
just,
I am hungry right now.
It's not just for that. It's not just for the beer. Okay, first of all, I can tell you for a fact, if when I'm going to McDonald's or something, remember I sometimes like to lug my computer with me, or I like to lug my cell phone and do videos.
Right.
Well, I still haven't worked on the anti-shake, anti-vibration thing for the camera yet, but that's another thing, that project I'm going to work on again. When I finally get some money together, get those foam pads, is make it so that I can actually have my camera mounted to the walker so it won't shake itself to death. That's another project on its own right. See, I have a couple ideas I'm experimenting with.
So you're gonna put shocks on your walker, Michelle? Is that what you're saying?
I thought about it. My problem is that you'd have to use struts, and the problem with struts is that you have to find the right amount of compression for the compression springs. After all, you're not lugging a car, so you're not going to need a big heavy strut for a car axle or a car suspension. But you want something that's going to be pretty durable. I mean, you could probably use a standard shock, a gas shock or spring shock, for something like a motorcycle or something like that. But even that's
Michelle, since you're putting so much effort into this walker, like a man would do to his car, does your walker have a name?
No, just call it the walker. But you're right. I know there are men that pimp the rides. Yeah.
Yeah, like
the MTV series "Pimp My Ride," right? I don't know if you call it walker a ride or if you call it a tag along, but I definitely think it's
the Snow Walker or the Snow Queen machine or something. I'm just giving you ideas. I don't know. Listen, I'm the wrong person to even ask for names or anything because they're always shit. Basically.
Well, the funny thing is that the walker was like, if my trike didn't rust out, I was gonna put on the differential. I was gonna put in a small electric motor so that it would actually be able to run on a battery, and at the same time would have regenerative braking, so that when you're going down the hills, you can just regenerative brake and recharge your lead acid battery, or go with a lithium ion battery bank, just like in a Tesla. And then I would probably put on a level 1 charging ports to fit within the car charging stations. So, just clip it in and it'll just charge the lithium ion batteries.
Well, Michelle,
But
you gotta also get some lights for your walker too, like a big headlight.
well, I think a standard bicycle lamp would probably be fine for the front.
There you go.
I mean, I had a couple of. I had one. Someone stole on me, which was kind of funny because it was a cute little 4 LED bicycle light, bright enough to die by. Not really super bright. Someone's making noise in the background, and it's not the panel. Not bright enough to really see in a dark street, but supplements so people can see you're coming. So I mean, it's ideas are there for Hey, after all, you have a TV show called MTV called Pimp My Ride. What's so hard about pimping my walk?
Nothing.
I don't know if we're gonna. I don't ever know if we're gonna get that guy there. What was it? 2-bits or 2Z-bit, XZ-bit? Hey, we're gonna pimp your walker. I can see him going bringing the walker into his garage and going, "All right, what can we do to pimp this sucker?" Maybe some bigger, fatter tires. Actually, that was something I was going to do, is put the bigger, fatter tires on it. Maybe it might steal the one from the wheels from the other one.
Yeah, Michelle, with all jokes aside, right, and with things about Walker and stuff like that, are you not able to get some sort of mobility scooter or something?
The problem is a mobility scooter would be nice, but there's no real place to put it.
Ooh, baby!
A second floor.
Because the landlord has a storage shed in the downstairs, but the problem is I have to ask him for permission to park it.
Right. No worries.
And you might also want to be able to charge the batteries when you're parking the thing outside. So a nice 75-watt solar panel. Well, by the time we've done, it would be a friggin' golf cart. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are.
Well, that's an
ones that
idea.
you can get
Why don't
that
you get a
can
golf
fold
cart
up.
if you can find a place to park it, right?
Yeah, but
Put
there are
solar
ones you
panels
can
on the
get that you
roof
can
with a
fold.
little where they would have the canopy, and then have those feed into a charge controller, charge the batteries.
She got that.
Yeah, Michelle, there are ones that you can actually fold up and stuff like that. You can actually literally, it sounds strange, but you can actually fold up literally and put them downstairs. And even if you're in a tower block or something like that, if you trust the person enough, I know you've got to trust your neighbors and stuff like that. But if you trust that person enough, they can keep it for you. So by the time you get down the stairs, you can get down.
The thing is there is no apartments in the very first floor. That's storefronts.
Okay, right. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
So, like I said, otherwise, it would have been probably something I could have done.
Oh boy.
But like I said, by the time you're pimping, if you decide to do that with a mobility scooter, they weigh about 400 pounds with batteries in them.
Yeah, but that's my point. You wouldn't have to lift it. That's the
You
thing.
took the words out of my mouth. It must have been while I was kissing you. You took the words out of my mouth.
Meatloaf.
Oh, it must have been while you were kissing
man,
me.
Paul's coming
You
on.
took the words out of my mouth.
Tiger, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it'd probably be easier.
So anyway,
Don't mind me.
hi Paul, how you
Out
doing?
of my mouth.
I'll be right back. I gotta make a call.
Right, no
Okay.
worries.
So anyway, Ryan, what do you think about if I was to manage somehow get a mobility scooter, and instead of having a canopy made out of cloth over my head to keep out the rain, I would just install two 75-watt solar panels on it instead, connected them to a charge controller so to keep the battery being charged while I'm in the sun. Well, I think. I'll answer that question first. I think it would be the panels can cost you about $200 each. for two 75-watt panels. And then you're going to still have to make the frame to mount it to the back of the walker. The first thing I'd be concerned is with the center of gravity and wind shear. Because if that wind blows hard enough, like we were driving by the lorries, they create wind. They could actually cause your whole thing to flip over.
I hope.
Yeah. But it's a great idea, though. I don't know what the audio. I don't know. What do you think, guys? What's your opinion?
Let's talk. Can we, Michelle? Let's talk. Can we change the subject for a bit, Michelle? You've probably been talking about your walker for the past hour now. I mean, it's nice, but it's not that fascinating. What did you and Lumi do for Lumi's birthday last night, Michelle?
We went for Grinder yesterday at ABC Pizza.
What's that? You had your meatball grinder?
Yeah, ABC Pizza. And we did a 30-minute video talking about how the technology has changed in 187 years.
And what did you do at home? What'd you guys do last night? Hang out?
Last night we worked on the Dell Latitude, put the new keyboard on, installed Linux on that one.
But
Kind of worked on the compact laptop.
Yeah, I know.
Which I installed Linux on that one. I didn't have to put a keyboard on that one. That wasn't that bad, but it's only a Celeron or processor on it, so it's a little slow. They're both only got 2 gigabytes of RAM on them. So we're thinking about we're gonna probably bring those computers up to about 16 gigabytes each.
Did you make Lumi a cake?
I think personally, the Dell is better looking than the compact.
Did you
I mean, the compact one since has a bigger screen, but it's
Did you make Lumi a cake for her birthday?
No, we didn't.
Answer Michelle, you sound sweet serious.
Are you gonna get one tomorrow for your birthday, Michelle? Are you gonna make you a cake?
You know what? I would still like to see about getting an ice cream cake over at Cumberland Farms. Krista is, not Cumberland Farms, over at Stop and Shop. Krista is bringing me coffee tomorrow, and we'll talk for a bit. And it's going to be hanging out with Stan tomorrow night. That's going to be good because that's going to give me a couple hours of me time.
Bloody cakes.
Well, it's been the last time you had the apartment to yourself. Over a year ago. I know.
Oh, you said Ed's hanging out with Stan. Okay. We're gonna watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, touchdown for me.
Who you guys supporting for the Super Bowl? I don't know anything about it, so I'm just gonna ask and pretend they're all knowledgeable and stuff. So, do you guys have any preferences who wins it this year?
Super Bowl!
I'll probably go with the Cincinnati Bengals. Probably drop a couple dollars on them.
I've heard more people saying that recently in the last stuff.
Yeah, the Rams are more than likely going to win.
They're in the favor.
Rigged.
Bengals are favor.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the favor, but it's all rigged, so the Rams are more than likely.
I know.
It definitely is. Absolutely.
But I'm gonna spend my money stupidly and put it on the Bengals, and we'll see how we do. We'll see how we do.
I heard there's big money on the Bengals now.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm gonna invest a little bit. I got some extra.
I'm gonna spend my money on weed. I'd rather do it. At least I'm getting something out of it.
What a waste of money. What a waste of money.
Yeah, if I win, Ryan, I'm gonna get.
I'm being a left wing here, just
I'm gonna get a couple pounds.
Hey, for 61, I like smoking now, man.
Oh yeah. We're not sure where you're at, Ryan, but it's legal.
So you're gonna be getting a bottle of wine for tonight? No.
I have a medical card, so I'm all right.
Yeah, why not some wine, Michelle? You haven't had wine in a while. It's been over a month at least.
Yeah.
God, I would miss some wine.
Tomorrow will be the first time in over a year I'll have the apartment to myself. So almost.
What are you gonna do?
So me and Lummy will try to start working on other things and having some fun doing
What are you and
things.
Lumi gonna do with the apartment to yourself, Michelle? Are you gonna what are you guys gonna do? What do you got planned?
I'm sure I'll probably play some records on the turntable for herself for Silvermoon Radio. Remember, she likes to listen to music too, so that's gonna be pretty much a thing. And then Michelle probably put some MP3s on before Silvermoon Radio show as well. And talk,
You
maybe
shouldn't
do a
ask
live
debate with some
show.
of Ed's trains, Michelle.
Maybe do a live show. But me and Krista were planning on doing an interview or hangout or video, and then I suggested it to her.
Michelle, I think you should do something for your birthday, though. You know, like a stream or something.
Well, that's one reason I'm going to see if Krista would like to go get me. If we can go get some ice cream cake. I mean, I really want an ice cream cake. But the thing is we have enough room in the freezer for it.
Yeah, no.
I don't need to.
Get a
I won't
carrot
need
cake
to
for you,
look.
Michelle. You know, like you said that.
I remember last year you got a
going.
7-inch one. Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty good. Yeah. I don't know if Dairy Queen has ice cream cake. Is Dairy Queen open? I think they're open. Yeah, I don't know. I can look.
What the fuck would Lumi know? Yeah, Lumi don't know. She don't eat no Dairy Queen.
Oh.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah,
either
Lumi,
way.
you don't know.
Me and Lumi do shag in the sheets, so yeah, we do. Anyway,
Are you and Lumi gonna have sex on your couch tomorrow when your apartment's gone?
No way.
Maybe masturbate with one of Ed's trains.
I'm not
He's
interested.
not gonna be there.
See, here's the thing that Ed doesn't understand. The trains don't really do anything for me. They're just trains.
Surprise.
And then this morning I had a really weird dream where Ed took the entire floor. The floor now, not tables. With train stuff. All kinds of sizes and track. And I said, gee, Ed, all these trains going everywhere. Where's the crosswalk button so I can cross tracks without basically getting railroaded? So he started creating little crossing gates and little bells. Ding, 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 ding.
Well, give it a year. That'll probably be your apartment. Give it a couple more months.
The funny thing was Michelle originally and her old apartment, Fred Richards, was going to do something similar with HO scale. Actually, I was going to go with G scale.
My follower and
go around all the rooms, have a G scale train, and then but use it to transport things like sodas and things like that, little cans of soda between the rooms.
Well, just
and
enjoy it,
after I looked at the price of the brass track, I went, no. And of course, the locomotives were not cheap either. 48-inch wide curves were. Okay, someone wants to come on the panel. Stan CT, let's get him on here.
No.
CT, let him on in.
Good morning, Stan. How you doing?
Hey, there he is.
Guys, how's everybody?
What's up, Stan?
Go ahead. I'm reading the other chat.
Where are we at today, Stan? It's windy out there.
We have to go smoke. Okay.
Well, I was doing some reconnaissance, actually, guys. I came down to the East Heartland Cemetery where Michelle's dad is buried to see what condition it's in.
Yeah.
Because we were planning on going there next week, and unfortunately, Michelle,
how's it looking? Oh, yeah.
It's in pretty sad shape.
It's pretty frozen up there.
Look at that.
There's this is the drive-through. We can't get in. I mean, I could walk in there, but
that's okay. You know what we'll do? Look, there's a lot of woods up there. I mean, we could always bury it in the woods up in the East Heartland, or we can even bury it in the woods in Berkhamsted.
We can't bury the baby Jesus.
No.
So all the older stuff here is up front. So your dad, I think, Michelle, was probably out in the back somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's going to take some time to find him, and it's just good. I think it's better if we come out here in the springtime.
Hey, you guys should wait till it's all thawed out. And,
definitely.
I was gonna say,
Bit safer to
no-
walk around out there. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't. Nobody even plowed the place. It's
Yeah.
sad.
Look at that. Yeah.
Terrible.
That's quite sad, actually. Yeah.
But Michelle's
now,
dad's
by
over
the
here
way,
somewhere.
I don't know if you know about the backstory about East Heartland, but right next to the cemetery used to be the general store that burned down a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago,
Yeah.
over there maybe.
Yeah, over there. Yeah.
Yeah, these houses are pretty old here. It looks like. The
Sadly
cemetery
enough, they
said,
never built a
dates
new
back
one.
to 1752.
Yeah.
So you're looking at almost 300 years.
Sorry to hear, Michelle.
So soon, when they see all the graves open and when Jesus comes again, I'm really interested to see what the cemetery will look like when all the graves open and all the headstones go flying. Maybe they won't go flying. Maybe they'll just all the ghosts will just pop out of the ground. And
Well,
go,
they're not gonna mind too much, Michelle, because they're dead. So.
Oh. Hey, Stan. Where are you at? Are you at that cemetery?
Yeah, Leo, I came out here to see the condition of the cemetery, just a little reconnaissance before I brought Michelle down here, and it's in no condition to be us visiting it anytime soon. This is the main drive through. Nothing's plowed here, and everything's frozen. So I think we're gonna have to wait for the spring melt before we come over here.
How long does that take, Stan? Like, I know it's pretty.
Well, I mean,
open
where I
question,
am,
but-
there's hardly any snow on the shoreline, but up here in the hills, there still is, probably good 6 inches of snow here at the cemetery.
Like May, April, May.
Yeah, absolutely. See, sometimes you can
Revolutionary
still.
War veteran here who died in 1785.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
I see that one has a star on it, the pentacle.
Yeah,
I love
it's the
going to
same here.
cemeteries, especially the older ones.
That person's older than Lumen.
See right there, see the one right next to
I
you
just-
that has
they
a
just treat
pentacle
me
right
like
next to
they
the
treat me
gravestone.
Yeah.
Whose graves is that? That looks like it's pretty new too.
It's not a pinnacle. It's
This is Benjamin Hutchins, 26th Military Regiment, died April 1st, 1785, aged 58.
April Fool's Day.
It's so interesting now that that has a pinnacle right next to it. Um,
Yeah,
I think
this
it's
is a flag holder. They stick a
military
flag
thing.
in there.
Yeah.
They
it's-
stick a flag in there, and that just
Oh, okay.
specifies that it's a veteran.
Yeah, the reason
Military.
why I asked that, Stan, sorry, was because like everyone always thinks that winter ends as soon as February ends, but that's never the case. Because usually, what happens here is by the time April
think,
comes, it's like -20 again. It's like
Yeah.
snowing like 10 feet of snow. It's
It's
crazy.
very windy here, and it's
Fascinating.
it was about 58 degrees down in the New Haven area. It's probably under 40 degrees here now.
Well, that's actually quite warm, to be honest.
These are all Revolutionary War vets
Yeah.
here.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Do you know? Have you seen Michelle's dad's grave or no?
No, I think Michelle's dad's probably somewhere near the back because this is all old stuff, and then the newer stuff's probably in the back somewhere. So, it would take us a while just to find the new stuff and then find his grave. But his grave is similar to this. It's one of the military stones that they put in.
yeah.
So we look for that, but it further back there where the newer burials are at.
So I can
But,
see it's overcast in
is there-
East Heartland right now.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna have to cancel next weekend, Michelle. It's not gonna work.
How's the cell phone
Certainly we
reception
can't
up
bury
there
the very
anyway?
baby Jesus here.
Yeah, your walker don't have snowshoes on it.
Nah.
Oh, actually, then we could
That's
do.
another thing you gotta ask.
How's the cell phone reception up there? Does anyone know if T-Mobile still works good up there? Because I mean, you're using Verizon, right?
No, I'm using consumer cellular from AARP,
Okay.
and it's fine. You guys can hear me. I mean, I don't know how the
Yeah,
video
okay,
is.
fine, actually. It's windy, but we can hear you okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my mic sock in the car. I forgot to put it on here. I didn't think it was this windy.
Still, I gotta admit, it's pretty interesting.
What, grave sites? They're pretty cool. Look at the
Knock
tombstones.
it out with the music. I'm watching The Walking here. Now, who's that big headstone for? I mean, that thing is huge.
The one right in front here?
Yeah.
Jones, Edwin Pitkin Jones, March 10th, 1826 to February 16th, 1908. Mary Gout,
Okay.
his wife, December 31st, 1830 to May 20th, 1910.
Okay, so
Charles
that's a family
Pitkin, their
spot.
son, April 14th, 1863, looks like, to October 12th, 1864.
Wow, there's a few of them on there.
How many people are buried in that grave?
I would
3.
say probably
Oh,
couple thousand.
Sounds like
Oh, wow.
sounds like a family headstone.
yeah, look at that. There are a
Yeah,
lot.
this is family. This is father, wife, and an infant child that died here. They're all here.
Okay.
They just stuff them into one casket?
No, I mean, the guy probably
I'm
had some
just kidding,
cash to
Stan.
buy
Just
this
kidding,
kind of
Stan.
stone.
Just kidding, just kidding.
Well, depending on the age of the child, they're probably just
Where the baby
small
was
little
going
miniature
inside the mama.
caskets made by mom and dad.
This is interesting. They stuck a newer stone here. This person died in 1994, right next to a Revolutionary War.
Yeah, how about that?
That's odd. They usually don't do that. Must
They
have been an
must-
open
if-
spot here.
Are they family members? Because sometimes you have family
Oh,
plots that.
That's possible. The woman's
Yeah,
name is
because-
Nadine Ruchelot.
So we should
French
be just
name.
given that layout. Maybe
Yeah,
we need to
because the
find out
visuals very
if my
This
father
guy
might
is-
be buried on a family plot.
Benjamin Parker died November 6, 1776. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
They
right
might-
I know
after
when my
the-
ex's
the
family moved into
Declaration
town, they got
of
3
Independence.
cemetery
Hey,
plots.
wait a minute. There's a Delaney right in front here.
Oh,
Is it
A black
Raymond?
stone with Delaney. Let's check it out.
See if it's
Yeah.
Raymond.
And there's another one next to it.
oh, you got good eyes. You seen
DALENE.
it that far away.
I'm only wearing my hiking sneakers, so my feet are getting soaked. So this is Arnie H. Delaney,
Yep, that's my father's
1923
brother.
to 1991. Thelma, 1928 to 1919.
It's Michelle's
he had a
uncle.
long life.
There's another Delaney here. Beloved son, husband, father, Clifford Henry,
Yep, that was my
1955 to
cousin.
1982.
No, no.
Okay,
Yeah, you know
Tiger King wants
Clifford
to
Delaney?
join us. Hold
Yeah,
on
that
a
was her
minute.
cousin, she said.
Yep.
He
Clifford was my
died
cousin. Yep.
27 years old, looks like.
Wow. That's
Yeah, he died of a brain tumor.
Michelle, no one can see what Stan is showing. Can you show the screen?
Yeah, I can. Are we gonna make sure I'm not gonna get porn bombed?
Not by Stan, you
No
won't.
promises.
All right, let's see if
You
we can try.
shouldn't.
Let's see if we can try to
Just
make.
don't let anybody up you don't know.
Yeah, no promises, Michelle. I mean, but if I got to drain the main vein, I might have to whip it out. You know?
All right, let's see if we can pin the screen, make
I
it big
like
enough
to
so we can
randomly
see
show
it.
my butthole on screen.
All right, let's see if we can get this on the panel.
That's
I'm
definitely porn bomb.
taking your word for it, guys, that we're not gonna
You
get
guys
porn
can guess
bombed.
what's been up it today.
Yeah, I'm glad I came out here because it would have been a waste of time
Google
with
Meets.
Michelle and her walker over here.
Michelle,
Yeah.
scene
No way.
three. Scene
Yeah,
three.
it would have been tough.
All right.
Would have been tough for her to navigate.
Got it, Michelle?
Oh, good on
All
you,
right, I'm
Stan.
gonna
That's
try to
a
get this
good
on the screen so we
idea.
can show it, Stan. Let's see.
Clifford
Google
Delaney.
Hangout.
Hubert.
Chrome. Okay, so here we go, guys. We're gonna put this on the screen so the public can see this. All right, so this is. Troublemakers already starting to show up now. Does anybody recognize this person?
No.
I don't either. Goodbye.
Clifford Henry Delaney died 1982, born 1955.
Okay. Yeah, he was.
Clifford Delaney.
This is another Delaney. Arnie, 1923 to 1991.
Right.
Michelle said
That was
her
my uncle.
cousin.
Thelma, 1928 to
Our uncle.
1919.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like Arnie was a vet. He has a
Got the flag thing.
veteran thing here for a flag.
Okay.
You know, they got a
Was he a vet?
ground,
Michelle? Was he
ground's
in the
frozen.
Army?
So
Is your uncle in the army?
Selma was his
on the
wife.
other side.
Selma was Uncle Artie's wife.
Was your uncle in the army, Michelle?
I wouldn't be surprised. He probably did work in World War II.
Oh.
Yeah, he'd be around World War II.
Was he
Seek ye
shot?
first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
That's a good one.
Yet though thy smile be lost to sight, to memory thou art dear. Then shall the righteousness shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. So since those are Delaney's, we're going to keep walking down this aisle. Maybe there's a few more here somewhere. Usually the families are in the same area. Well, he's getting older. These are 1800s something.
I don't know who this.
Some of us here.
I don't know who this Hooper
Very sure.
Gousier is, but I'm not interested in having on right now.
Michelle, did you know that you had other family in that cemetery there? Did you know you had family buried in that cemetery other than your father?
I'm sure. I mean, Uncle Artie makes sense. His wife Thelma made sense because they were also natives of East Heartland. So.
No, I'm saying, did you know previously to Stan's visit that there were other people buried?
I know that my grandfather and his wife are buried there. I don't really know. Everybody's buried there. I don't think
Guys,
the
I'm going to head off.
sister's buried there. She's cremated.
Thank you for doing that for Michelle. It's really nice.
Take care, Andrew.
Guys, yeah.
Hope you feel better.
Too. Yeah, I'm fine. Everybody else, have a good day, and hopefully I will
Bye,
catch you
Andrew.
on the next show. Take care, Leo, and everybody else.
See you later.
Yeah, you too.
Take care.
Smelly.
Yeah, I'm looking for a newer military stone.
Guys, I'm going to have to temporarily hide away the chat because this guy Herbert Gousier keeps coming on here, and I don't know who he is, and I'm afraid if I leave him on, he's going to
That's fine,
bomb
Michelle.
us.
Stan's looking for something anyway.
Yeah.
Stan's got his pecker out, Michelle, so it's fine if you hide the chat.
Yeah, I'm just going to go out to the back here and see if we can spot it. If not, we're going to have to come back and do a more detailed search.
Yeah, maybe when it's nicer and you guys can get around a bit easier. You don't have to trudge through the snow and...
Does anybody know who Herbert Gousier is?
Let him on, Michelle. Let's see. Bring him on in. Let's see who he is.
Well, right now I got the panel hidden so they can't see it.
Right. Let's bring him on in. All right.
I did.
Who
At
Herbert
least
is.
I think he did.
I'm not,
It's using
I
companion
don't see
mode.
him.
Yes, how you doing, Gousier? You can see some of those really low-profile headstones too. There's like,
I think that says Herbert Guzzler.
Michelle's father's stone is just like that one, so there's a couple over there straight ahead. We could turn the other way. I'm going to take a look there.
what about the one you just walked past? That looked almost like it would have been the same kind of headstone as my dad's.
Bernard Roy Lamoureux, U.S. Navy, Korea, died 2011.
Okay.
Let me see who this is here. Marshall Berg, U.S. Army, Vietnam, died 2013, Purple Heart.
Okay. So quite a mixed, kind of interesting layout. When I die, I'm not even going to have a headstone. I'm not going to have any of that stuff. I'm just going to be buried a hole in the ground, and that's it.
Spread out in the forest, in the woods, in the water.
I'm gonna throw myself into a wood chipper, so it's just gonna be a little messy, but you know.
There you go.
Yeah, just put me in a bucket. Pour me down the drain.
A lot of Swedish people here. Edward Swenson.
Edward Swenson. That's interesting.
Myrtle Mimi Swenson. Edward says here, the Lord gave me a song, and Myrtle says, and I passed the song along.
How sweet is that? I'm guessing husband and wife. Maybe brother and sister. Maybe brother and wife and brother and sister. Yeah. Who knows?
Ralph, Army, Korea, died 2017. Yeah, this is William Fletcher Smith, Navy, World War II, died 1997. I don't see your dad, Michelle, but he's here somewhere.
I'm surprised they don't have a map somewhere where you can find these people.
Well, I mean, if you call the cemetery may have a phone number, and if so, we should be able to call and they could give us a general area where he's in.
Yeah.
Kind of
plot number, plot location.
Down a little bit.
Yeah. Should have messed up the phone number.
Frank Cleveland died.
What happened to that stone? That's broken off.
That's just a rock they dug out of the ground, and they sliced it and put the name in.
Just a smaller gravestone, that's all.
Yeah, I don't know, Michelle. My feet are starting to freeze, so I'm gonna get back in the car.
That's okay. But still,
Well,
it's
we're gonna
nice
have
to
to come
see
back.
some of the ground graveyard looks
Yeah, we're
like
gonna have
after
to
all
come back
these
here
years.
when it's dry and spend a good hour, 2 hours here finding it, and then you could sit down and do what you need to do with your dad and move on.
Michelle, why don't you said you can talk to your dad spiritually, Michelle. Why don't you ask him if Stan is anywhere near his grave right now?
He's not absolutely sure he's buried. He thought he was going to be buried by the family, but obviously, if that's the case, it's like a needle in a haystack.
What if he's not really dead?
What if he's not even in that graveyard? Michelle, what if your dad's not even dead? What if he's living with your mother and Winston and your brother?
He's dead. I'm sure he's dead.
Have you
your mom
seen
told you,
yet?
I'm
Did you say
reading the
something your
chat
mom
now,
can-
guys. Actually, let me look at the other chat too. Man. Will this individual please knock it off?
Look at this, a big millstone. Gaines, last name.
That's pretty
Haynes.
cool.
That's
This
interesting.
probably
That
goes
stone
back
has a
to
hole
the
in
early
it.
1700s. This stone,
Yeah, look at that.
and they made
Oh,
all
yeah.
the flour out of this. They turned and crushed the wheat.
Oh yeah.
That shit's
Very
old right
interesting.
Do you get any creepy vibes there, Stan?
there. No, it's actually pretty peaceful here. The battery's
Yeah.
not draining. It's really quiet here. I think the souls here are at rest.
Looks like a nice
Yeah, I took my
cemetery.
daughter to supposedly one of the most haunted graveyards by us, and I didn't
Yeah.
get any creepy vibes at
Yeah,
all.
well, that's good.
Another round stone there.
This millstone was used to grind grain for Connecticut soldiers during the colonial and Revolutionary Wars. Owned and used by Titus Hayes of Heartland, a Revolutionary soldier appointed to deliver the town's quota to the government.
You got some crows over there.
Some history there you didn't even think about.
Yeah, so I don't know. He's here somewhere, I think.
It looks like the
There's
cemetery is
somewhere.
pretty big, though.
But,
He's there somewhere.
We can't find him today, unfortunately.
Right, Matt? Where you at?
I want to check out that set of double stones. Usually that's a pair of children that died or
Yeah.
something like that. See what that says.
I don't think it's weird. And like the cemeteries here, like the older ones, they have some weird headstones. Like they look like tree trunks or stumps and stuff. I don't
Yeah.
see that in this graveyard.
Yeah, I can't tell what this says. The July 19th, 1787, somebody died. But two of these usually means there's two people buried there, two children maybe.
Right. Maybe husband and wife and goes
The
to fire in the
stumps,
house
the
or
tree
something.
stumps, Leo, are like somebody cut down in their youth. Like trees cut down. So somebody dies before their time. That's what that tree stump type memorial means.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of these could use a good cleaning. Can't read that. It's too much shit on it. Moss.
That's nice. I had a friend that died when I was 18, and the cemetery she's buried in is horrible. It's like hilly. Like if you don't watch your step, you'll be rolling down into tombstone.
Yeah.
This one's nice and flat.
Here's an old one, French and Indian War. That's even before the Revolutionary War. Thomas Fuller died June 29th, 1737, age 71. So this guy lived in the 1600s.
Lived a long time.
Yeah, sure is. These winged angels are pretty common.
Yeah.
Looks like they got a dick nose,
Edward Dicknose?
Yeah, stone carving wasn't very advanced back then, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I gotta admit, though, it's pretty interesting seeing how big the cemetery is.
What is that building off in the back, Stan? Is that where is that part of the cemetery or?
I don't think so. I'll go take a walk, see what it says on the door. Looks like it's some type of historical society or something.
Oh,
it's definitely an old, it's a center chimney there.
Yeah.
That means there's fireplaces in both floors on either side, keep the house warm. They got security cameras there, so.
I think that's the Coach and Four. I'm not sure.
That's the old historical brothel.
There's a very old pub that's up there in East Heartland.
No, they don't
There's a
got
little
any
sign on the corner. I'll see what it says.
And it's white now. They had a fire there recently, but they were able to save it. So, and they still use the real fireplaces too. So, don't know what yellow house that is, though.
Circa
That's a private home.
1776.
Wow.
It was built in 1776, this house.
I wonder if that's like the old, like, mortuary thingy.
I don't know, it's a weather station there. It might be, I think the town uses it, maybe, or the state of Connecticut for you know, museum or something.
It's older than Lumi.
Historical Society.
Definitely older than Lumi. See, these are all horse posts from back in the day.
That is so cool.
People would pull up on their horse, tie them up, and go visit their relatives.
It looks like they're still kind of maintaining them, it looks like.
Michelle did what?
Well, some of them kind of shifted a little bit sideways.
Well, you could tie up your walker there, Michelle. Nobody will take it.
What was the cemetery put in? Circa, what would it say about what year?
1752.
1752.
Yeah.
Go get warmed up.
Oh, that's old.
Don't lose any toes.
Nah, I don't want to lose my toes.
Then you can borrow Michelle's walker.
I see a new building right over there. I don't know what that one is. Oh, it doesn't look new, but yeah.
It looks like it's an apartment building, maybe.
Really?
One building there that was original, and then they added on to it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna head.
So, what do you think
Head
East
out of here.
Heartland anyway? Besides, it's pretty quiet.
Heartland is very
Morning,
quiet.
Krista.
It's very old, very quiet. You know, a lot of old houses here,
Yeah.
and you know, it's windy as hell here, though. I don't know what the elevation here is, but it's probably about 1,000 feet at least above sea level. So the temperature, let's see what the car says, 49.
Which is
Okay,
only
so
about
that's about-
767 feet
About
above
10
sea level.
degrees
So,
colder than down where I live. Who's got the Putin thing there? Red does.
Yeah, he's a fan.
Oh,
yeah.
Vlad Putin. Look at this old church here, guys.
Yep. That's. I don't know what denomination that church is.
Well, I'll tell you in a second, Michelle.
Okay.
Baptist.
First Church of Heartland. Looks like it's a congregational.
Okay. Right now,
So I don't know where I'm going. I'm
You're
gonna
going by
drive around here.
the public school system right over there. The post office will be right across the street from the public school system.
Let's see where this takes me. New Hartford, 11 miles.
Oh.
Michelle, you said you lived around here somewhere?
I live on Old North Road.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
North Road. So. I probably will see a lot better once they get up there. Oh, he's saying lost the signal. So cell phone
Google
service
admin.
is spotty up there. I suspect they didn't fix that after all these years.
Shell, who's this Google admin?
Who is this Google admin? I don't know.
Or are they on your panel then?
Oh, Hannah McCoy, turn steam cam back on. Well, I would, but right now he lost his feed. Little kitty, there's a blood cemetery near me. What's a blood cemetery? What's a blood?
Yeah, I was going to ask her the same thing.
I never heard of a blood cemetery. Is that for blood elves? or for vampires. So unfortunately, looks like Stan lost the feed, so we'll have to. Well, at least we're able to see.
Too.
So everybody's getting ready to kind of go 10-10 today. But you know what? We had a pretty quiet Good Morning show, and Ryan got a chance to test his headphones and got to see if they worked. And
Michelle, kill the meat. Kill the meat. I'm getting off.
All right. You want me? So you're done talking for today? All right, guys. I will talk to you later then. Okay. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. Okay. So yeah, there's troublemakers kind of starting to show up on the panel. That's why we don't have the meats on the screen on a regular basis. But we got a lot done today. I'm gonna finish working on the Walker clips. And they do work, and so that's objective as goal. Now, why is it important to have the clips on both sides? Well, basically, is you don't want the shelf to go slide off. So, because remember, the Walker kind of runs into bumpy surfaces, and so you're going to be facing that bumpy terrain. So you want to be sure to have your shelf stay in place. Thank you very much, Dando, for appreciating being on here. But we still don't know what a blood cemetery is. If anybody wants to tell me what a blood cemetery is. So Metal Kitty, can you tell me what a blood cemetery is? Hi there, Krista. How's it going? Well, anyway, Krista, you know what I would like to do on Sunday? Let me see if there's any room in the freezer for this. I'd like to buy an ice cream cake for my birthday and Lemmy's birthday. Just a plain one, a Carvel ice cream cake. I know they're kind of expensive, but I'm like, maybe we can grab one at Stop and Shop. Because I know Ed's been saying to me, do you think she would give me some beer if I give her gas money? I don't see why he couldn't, but you want to ask him. I told him to talk to you about that. So, I mean, I could give you gas money too. Get the ice cream cake I want. Let me see if I have enough room in the freezer for an ice cream cake. Otherwise, it's going to be ice cream drink. Michelle, am I still going to be an ice cream drink? It keeps turning the freezer too warm. Oh, maybe we should just get a Pepperidge Farm cake instead. Come on, that'll be better. Pepperidge Farm cake. Pepperidge Farm white frosting chocolate cake. It'll be a lot less likely to melt. Yeah, okay, let's look into that. A Pepperidge Farm ice cream cake. It's not a high priority, but I mean, it would be nice, but oh well. You know, so check my encounter settings. My encoder settings are quite fine, thank you very much. So we'll go see what we'll see what we can do for tomorrow. And we had a good little, chance to see some of my question about where my parents are buried and families in East Heartland Cemetery. Sadly enough, still don't know exactly what my dad's tombstone would be. I thought they would have been close to his brother, Ernie, but it's not. It's not near his brother. So I wonder what the story with that is. Who knows? Okay, guys. So tonight is 7 o'clock. Is the the Twitch live stream. That'll be tonight at 7 o'clock on Twitch. Will be the Twitch live stream. People are invited, of course, to join us. I don't know what we're going to be doing, but we know that the live streams on Twitch tend to be a little more interesting activity-wise. And so that we'll do that. And now we got 18 people on. Wow. 18 people? That's not bad. No, it's not. I think it'll be great for tonight's party. Kind of a hybrid party for me, party for Michelle on Saturday. Why not? Put them at the same time, right? Yeah. Hello, cemeteries. The older brother. Oh, I think 1752 is old enough for you. We had 22 at one point. Yeah, I know we did. But, I mean, the people are here. That's the thing that's amazing, is that we're still having people coming in here. They're still checking it out. And that's the cool thing. Why, I know people are getting ready to go ahead and wrap it off. They're going to get ready to not do their own routines right now. So that's why I said and see the viewer counts dropping a bit. So I'm not going to hold you hostage any more than I have to. Just to tell you tonight, 7 o'clock, Twitch. Kind of a party day for me and Lumi. You guys want Lumi to have her own show. She decided to do it with me because it makes it easier. Yeah, absolutely. And that's tonight. So 7 o'clock on Twitch. Yep. So we'll see you guys real soon. Just stay out of trouble, guys, okay? You have a nice day. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I got one question. What? How come you never play the lead-off music? Oh, you never, because it's his national anthem and it's not over yet. Oh, trust me, Michelle. The show is over. I'll talk to you guys later. See you around this afternoon for World of Warcraft stream. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, guys.